We are with the latest chili sauce instalment. This is going to be for crazy starfish chili sauce. This is going to be the hottest one we've made so far. We've got monster bubble gums, 7-pod monster bubble gums. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. I can't remember what these are called, but they're a weird one. They got little stripes. They eventually come out like that. Got Carolina Reapers. They've just started producing now. 3 Carolina Reapers. 8 Monster Bubble Gums. A good selection of Adalberta Habanero orange pods with a red one there. Mant Black BBGs. I'm not sure what these are, but they're a hot, fiery one. So that's the chili contingent. We're going to put some onion in the pan in a minute, sweat that down with a bit of garlic and some salt, Himalayan salt. Once that's sweated down, I'll add the chilies and some smoke. We're going to do this with some smoked paprika, just to give it a smoky taste. I'm not going to add any fruit to this because this is purely going to be a heat. It's going to be a hot, smoky chili sauce. And then for a bit of sweetness, I've got some molasses sugar. I'm going to use a bit of that molasses sugar in there to try and add a bit more to the flavour to the body. So it's going to be quite a simple recipe. What I'll do is put these onions in the pan, and then I'm going to top and tail my chilies. Alright, I'll bring you back when I'm top tail the chilies. The other ingredients will be some water to reduce it down, to allow it to simmer down. And then at the end I shall add some vinegar, 1/3 of the weight in vinegar, to give it a longer shelf life. I'll bring you back once the chilies are done. Chilies are topped and in the pan. Right, well that's all the chilies topped, stalks taken off. The onion, garlic and salt are in there, and I've just added some water. I'm just going to bring that up to a simmer. While I do that, I'm going to add some of this molasses sugar. I'm going to be quite generous. There's some Demerara sugar as well in there. I'm going to be quite generous with this. I'm going to have 2 big old lumps of molasses sugar, and I'm going to have one of them of the Demerara brown sugar. So this will be the sweetest one I've made, but I think that sweetness is going to get lost amongst the heat. Next thing is I suppose a tablespoonful of smoked paprika. That's for colour and for the smokiness it provides. What's that spoon off? And pretty much then all I've got to add is a tin of tomatoes. I think what I'm going to add as well, I've got some in there, is some tomato juice. And the other sauces all on the side there: singing starfish, screaming starfish, and the black starfish I made last time. I'm going to add some of this tomato juice in. This has not got too much water in, but it has got enough liquid to reduce down. Nothing's measured, all by eye. back. And then put my lid on my paprika so I don't spill that. Do that up in a minute. And then time to pour the chilies in. There's an awful lot of chili going in there. And all of it's super hot. Just going to give it a stir around now, break them tomatoes up a bit. I think that's it. That's all I'm going to be putting in this one, all but the vinegar, which, as I say, is to give the vinegars to give it a longer shelf life. So there definitely shouldn't be any fermentation at all in this one. There's no fruit. There might be some wild yeast on the chilies actually, but the vinegar should stop the fermentation. Yeah, you can taste the sweetness. I shall let that boil down and then I'll give them chilies a good mash, or simmer down. Give it a good mash then. I mean, it will have a bit of a fruit taste because the chilies have got a nice fruity taste background to them. But that's going to be really hot. Put the lid on and leave that to simmer for an hour now at least. Give it a stir just to make sure it doesn't stick. And while I'm doing the washing up, that can simmer down. I'll bring you back later. Right, that's all been reduced down now and had a good simmer for over an hour. What I'm going to do is put it in the blender. And blend it down. I'm going to sift this one out, get the skins and the seeds out, because it's going to be plenty hot enough anyway. Looking like maybe 1 or 2 bottles, probably 1 bottle looking at this. I think that's going to be plenty enough. It's very hot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 1 bottle's worth. Don't need no more than that. Difficult trying to do this with one hand while holding the camera. I'm not going to try it yet. I did try it earlier. I tried a little bit on the spatula and it just completely made my lips go numb straight away. So get that on there. Right, I have to remember to keep the top push down now. That's that. Need to get a bowl out now. Oh, that's a strong one. bloody straw. Right. Like that. Start to spoon that in. Right, what I do is bring you back once I've got it in the jug, ready to go in the bottle. Right, there we are, that's all in the jug. I've got to add the vinegar in now. 628, so a third of that is 210 grams of vinegar. It's going to be a mixture of apple cider vinegar with mother, and brown vinegar, brown malt vinegar. I've not used malt vinegar in either of these so far, but hopefully you should get a good taste. There we are. Let's take it off of there. What we got? 900 ml. So we've got just over a bottle of this. That'll mix up. I'll bottle it up before I try it. Oh. Right, turn them off. Get the bottles ready and I'll bring you back. Right, here we are back again. All the vinegar's added, all been mixed in. My face is burning just from the fumes, so I don't know if this is a weapon or a condiment, but this is a really hot one. As I say, my face is all burning just from the fumes of it. Let's get it in the bottle. Probably only going to get one bottle and a little drop over. Probably get that in. Alright, that's that. And then we've got just that little bit in the bottom, which is enough for me to taste. So I didn't need that one. Do that wash off. There we have it. Crazy Starfish chili sauce, weapon grade. Right, let's give it a taste. There's going to be no tablespoons full of this one, there's a little teaspoon. Oh, that's plenty. Right, flip the camera around. Not looking forward to this. Ooh. Nice taste, straight away burn. That's alright actually. Proper gets just down the throat. Oh, nose is streaming. Lips are burning. Mouth's burning. Take your breath away. Oh. Not much taste apart from the heat and the vinegar, and my head's starting to heat up now. Oh, let's have another little one of them just to make sure I get the full effect. Oh. Don't want to waste it. Oh. Right, turn him out. You can watch me in pain. There we are. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's head rush territory. Oh. Face is burning now. That's from the fumes and from eating it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there we have it. Crazy starfish chili sauce. Starting to dribble a bit. Oh.